Morning to you, Jamie. A big team heading to Ellerslie today. How are the confidence levels?
Morning, Aidan. Yeah, bigger team than normal for us to head up here on a Saturday, but just some of the races suited the horses where they're at in their preparations, and hopefully we can kick home a couple of winners.
Absolutely. You've got two in the first of the program, including the one that punters are coming for, Star of Bombay. We looked through her form lines, and from last preparation up with the very best of the 1,200 and 1,400 metres runners of her age. They tell us there's 3 times more money for Star of Bombay over She's Not Bad. Is that the right sort of lead?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's been struggling a little bit with Star of Bombay, just to get her to find her form. But she's okay first up. Second up, I thought that she could have pushed out and, probably just showed a little bit more. But, we put the blinkers on to try and, just get her back to her winning ways a little bit, back up Ellerslie right-handed, where she has been, really good. Stakes winner there last time. And Craig Grill's back on, who does get on with her well. So very hard to falter at home, but I would have liked to have seen her do a little bit more in her last couple of starts.
Okay, has there been anything that might have suggested the spark has returned to do that today?
Well, her work's been spot on all the way through, and that hasn't changed. And she's good and free in her action and moving well. Pins the ears back when she's working. So hopefully she's just taken a couple of runs to come up, and we can see her back in the winner's circle today.
Okay, we see Danielle Johnson riding She's Not Bad, and a winner of 5 of 15, draws barrier 1. There's a bit of upside there.
Yeah, she's going well. She's in foal, which I'd say has probably helped her a little bit. First up run was good, short of her best, but I think 1,400 up there today should suit her, and we're just trying to get her through, probably get her rating a little bit higher so that we can see her in some black type races before she's retired to the broodmare paddock.
Doesn't appear to be a lot of real pressure in the speed map here, Jamie. How do your two play it?
Star of Bombay will be up there handy, and She's Not Bad will be there from the draw somewhere as well. So, hopefully we can sort of control the race from up handy to the speed, and they're both, should be nice each way chances.
Okay, we'll move you on to the 2-year-olds, and obviously this race has changed complexion a bit with the defection of Tony Pike's runner. But you've got a couple of really nice horses, Sneaky Shark and Fiore, who have both trialled really well. First of all, Sneaky Shark, and just tell us how much the horse has come on since that Ellerslie trial.
Yeah, he's done well since then. Most of our horses usually have a trial and then a little bit of a break and then another trial before they head off to the races. Just haven't had enough time to do that with this horse, just with the Kirakamillion being, where it is in the calendar. So he goes into the race in good shape, but he is a little bit vulnerable fitness-wise. He's had a good couple of strong hit-outs and his work's been good. But, it's a wide open field, and 11 runners having their first start is a bit of a rarity.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, we just asked that question about Opie Bossum. What was his feedback after the trial?
Yeah, trial was spot on. Work's been good. I just encourage punters just to be a little bit careful. He's had one soft trial, never really come off the bridle.
Okay.
Then when they go to the races and they're put under pressure, some of them handle it better than others. But everything that he's shown us at home suggests that he's a natural running sort of 2-year-old.
Okay, Fiore wasn't far away in that trial either, and seemed to be a pretty encouraging effort for a youngster.
Yeah, we really like her. She's a gorgeous filly. She's tall and scopy and not really a natural 2-year-old, but we wanted to give her the opportunity to try and get a bit of money in the bin for the race in January and have a bit of a look round up here. So she's drawn a nice low gate, work's been good, should get a good soft run in behind them and get her chance.
Okay, I know it's hard to weigh them up, especially when we've got 9 other horses who haven't started, but what are you expecting from your pair?
Expecting them both to run really well. I think Sneaky Shark's got good natural gate speed, so he's going to end up sort of handy to the speed somewhere, and the other one's going to get a nice suck run from a low gate, so should both be there when the whips are cracking.
Yep, Kirakamillion, obviously we've got these two, but you've got a heap of other players in this market as we see it. How do these two sort of form, as part of the potential Kirakamillion team?
Yeah, I think they're up there. Where we've had sort of the most of our success is giving these horses probably a run before now, and then being able to give them a little bit of time, and they usually do improve with that. So it'll just depend how these two horses go today. If they were going to get to the Kirakamillion, I'd say they'd need a little bit of time off after this, and then probably be ready to go sort of at that race meeting 13 days out from the Kirakamillion, which we have used before. So they need to put their hands up today, but we believe they can.
Good year. Let's move you on to the next year runners, Jamie. You've got your welcome with a host of gear changes and a wide draw. What are you expecting there?
Expecting him to run well. It's just a little bit of victim of circumstances the other day when there was good pressure going past the winning post the first time. Probably just took a furlong to come back than we would have liked. He can be a bit of a hard pulling horse at times. We've just taken the Norton bit off and just added a rubber noseband there, which we don't mind using. Some of our horses do run in them, so his work's been good. He's a nice each-way chance there today.
Moving on to race 5, with this money coming for Vamos Bibi, despite a wide barrier draw. The last couple of wins have been good, and you've also got Will Power in their second up as well, with the visor blinker going on today. How do these two measure up for you in the context of this race?
Vamos Bibi's a very good mare. I'd say she's stakes bound for sure. Trial was good the other day. Her work's been spot on. She's probably one of our better chances up there today. I'd just be a little bit mindful of how much this track improves. Driving up here in the car, it's a lovely warm day. I'd say that track will dry out fairly quickly.
Okay.
Will Power, he can turn it on when he wants to. Just depends what day you get him on. So he looked great working on Thursday morning, but it's up to him to turn up on race day today.
We're just showing punters the Vamos Bibi's trial, Jamie, obviously freshened, but obviously has this hit out under the belt. Even money favourite. How much confidence can you give punters here?
Yeah, as I say, I think she's our best of the day.
Okay.
I don't really like to talk them up too much, but she's a good mare. She's got a lovely pedigree. She's a good sort. And I'd say we've gone to Ellerslie today thinking that she could be a touch better right-handed. She seems to lay in a little bit going left-handed. Did that at Hastings, did that at the trial at Taupo. So she's on trial for the Hallmark. If she wins today, she'll be seen on Boxing Day in the stakes race.
Okay, it's a race you used with Avantage last year. I think running second before winning the Telegraph, so I better change my numbers in that race too, Jamie, before the selections come up. Let's move you on to the last, where you've got 4 runners here, and a decent team in with Enrichment, Kiki Star, Rico and Excitonic. Can you measure up the 4 against maybe what looks to be a pretty open race?
Yeah, so these 4 were all sort of in at Te Rapa on Wednesday, and we still waited. Late scratched a couple there when the rain arrived late in the day. So not much between these. Enrichment's got the claim, nice low gate. Kiki Star's probably our best of that field, I think. Nice low barrier. Didn't have a lot of luck at Te Rapa last time after being tripped up by a wet track at Matamata. Excitonic drawn out, but can turn it on. He's a little bit like Will Power. He sort of needs everything to go his own way, but when he gets things to suit, he can be a top 4 chance. And Rico, just haven't had the ideal preparation with her. Just tripped up by a wet track at Hastings, then dropped her back to 12 at Awakuni the other day. Found the line okay. So from a nice low gate, she could be a chance up to 1400, but there's not much between those 4.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Jamie. And we're giving out Vamos Bibi as top selection. I've just put it up the order of my selections on the back of that interview as well. As always, we appreciate the time from Jamie Richards, currently a wide margin leader on the National Trainers Premiership.